And we're set to go racing for the final time on this rainy Saturday here at Seafair. Unlimited Lights Heat 2B. Here is your rundown. The Power Punch King and Bunnies, I don't think is going to get off the trailer for this one. The Bison Creek Pizza. Foster Care with Kaylee Perkins will go inside her boat as she's driving in. Miss Hyundai with Vince Zadaro. It's Unlimited Lights Heat 2B.
Unlimited Lights Heat 2B is presented for Seafair by Power Punch Oil Supplements. Pour in power, pour in life.
Again, kind of drizzly, dreary Saturday. Hasn't affected the racing so far. But Chip Hanauer, what has affected at least one racer, Kaylee Perkins. You guys talked about it in her first heat. She took a real wide stance there and ended up letting a lot of boats get inside of her.
She did, and if she's going to be able to win in the final, there's Kaylee right now. You're looking, the camera is mounted on the dashboard, and watch her eyes. They'll be going back and forth from mirror to mirror. But if she's going to win on Sunday, the final, she can't start out there. She's got to get inside.
She's got an opportunity here since she's not racing Paul Becker to be able to pick up an extra 100 points on her.
Yeah, I got to tell you, that brilliant brown-eyed young lady, what a day for her. She drove the national champion Alberto very effectively in a test run this morning. She won here last year, and now she's getting ready for another big heat at Seafair. And what an adrenaline rush for her today.
And as you mentioned, she was probably angrier at herself more than anybody else could have possibly had problems with her for the move that she made. You can be sure she's not going to make that again. She's going to start in clean water in the second lane now. It appears that's where she wants to make her start. Vince Zadaro in the all-black U929 Hyundai Assurance. He's running with just one fairing upright there, which may affect his performance in this wind. He gets across the line right at the last tick, and Kaylee Perkins is right beside him in lane number 2, and trying to come up strong now is the Power Punch with Kevin Ekert trailing back for not even yet making a start. Half a course behind is Austin Ekert, virtually taking himself out of the race. So we're down to 3, and Vince Zadaro comes out of the corner first place, but this Chip Hanauer is where Kaylee usually starts to sort things out.
But again, Vince Zadaro, like Rod Bork in the other heat, he's giving a driving lesson to Kaylee Perkins. Now Kaylee may get around him, but she's leaning on that extra power and speed she has. Vince Zadaro, frankly, has outdriven Kaylee Perkins no matter how this ends.
And we're going to come into some traffic here up in the upper corner because Austin Ekert has not yet made his start, and he's outside far enough to where he's not going to affect it now as the boats come out of that corner. Right now, Zadaro still maintains a lead, but only by a couple of boat lengths as they come across to end lap number 1 in this first of 3 times around, and Kaylee Perkins is staying with them. The other Ekert is on his way to 3rd place, but trailing back longer than a rooster tail. Back into the corner again. Kaylee had better make a move here pretty soon, or she's going to wind up with another second.
Vince Zadaro, if you think back, Mike, to years past, Vince Zadaro is one of the best starters out there. And let us also point out that the lights do not have assigned lanes. They're fighting for these lanes.
That's right.
So Vince Zadaro has done a great driving job, but here comes Kaylee with a lot of NASCAR horsepower.
Inside, Kaylee, very serious now, stern look on her face, watching the mirrors to see if anybody's creeping up on her. No one is, so she's going to try to make her move in this corner here the second time around, and she goes wide but carries a lot more boat speed through the corner. Comes off the turn and tightens up now. This is a good move on Kaylee's part because she's going to pull alongside. In fact, she will nose ahead at the start-finish line with 1 more lap to go. Kaylee Perkins has a precarious lead.
Oh, what a race, side by side, neck and neck. Chip, what do you see in your turn?
Well, Vince Zadaro reestablished the lead down here in the south corner. I think we are going to have a great finish. You've got a guy that made a great start on the inside, fighting a driver that made not such a good start on the outside, but has more boat speed, and it should all come together at the finish line.
The X-Man comes off the corner with the lead, but the superior horsepower shown by Kaylee Perkins' boat comes up alongside now, pulls ahead by a couple of boat lengths, but this next turn is going to be critical because Vince does have good cornering characteristics with this boat, and he knows how to throw a hip when necessary to drive the outside boat out as wide as possible. Let's see if he does it. He comes around tight. This is going to be a drag race to the start-finish line for the checkered flag. Best looking race. Kaylee's out front. Vince dropped back a couple of lengths, and Kaylee Perkins is going to take the checkered flag first. Vince Zadaro second. Kaylee put a move on him with a lot of speed. She carried Chip a tremendous amount of speed through that corner.
She did, but again, I tend to look at driving, and Kaylee had to rely on all that Toyota NASCAR power she had to beat Vince Zadaro, who really should take a lot of pride even in that second place.
Chip, you'll have to laugh if you'd have watched it. That was one of her worst starts ever. Zadaro just had her for breakfast at the start.
He did. She's got to do better than that if she's going to win tomorrow in the big race.
And as she cools off and goes back to the pits, she still has an awfully serious look on her face, Pat O'Day, as we see from the boat cam. Kaylee knows that that was a lucky win for her, because she had to work about twice as hard to get it as would have not otherwise been necessary for stardom. A good one.
But the star of the show so far, Seafair 2010, Kaylee Perkins.
And here are your unofficial results for Unlimited Lights Heat 2B, and quite a race, the best race of the day, right through the final turn into the finish. And Kaylee Perkins takes first place, and she's down in the pits with our Chris Francis.
Thanks, Steve. It was a great race. You did have to work for it. Kaylee, tough start to the first heat on the outside lane, and again, you had to work for this one.
Yeah, with the motor setup we have, we can't go slow, so fighting for lanes makes it really challenging for us. So Vince got the inside lane, and I was a little late on my start. But man, they finally got their boat going, and it's a rocket. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun to get to race against him. He's a really cool, fun, clean racer to race against, so it makes it fun.
Speaking of cool and fun, you've had quite a day today, and I know it can only get better, I guess, huh?
Yeah, today going in the Unlimited, going out in the Alberto, and then having a second and a first. Today's a really good day. I'm really happy. I wish the rain would go away and we could all see how beautiful Seattle is, but maybe tomorrow.
We'll work on that for you, Kaylee. Thanks so much. All right, Steve, back to you.
Well, unfortunately, the rain didn't go away yesterday. It has today, but still pretty cloudy. But no clouds here. We know exactly who won Lights Heat 2B. They're the official results with Foster Care on top. That's Kaylee Perkins, Miss Hyundai. Power Punch, Bison Creek, and King and Bunnies rounding out the field there for Lights Heat 2B. That was yesterday. Let's head to the award stage now for all of the Lights Award winners.
Thanks, Steve. The winner of Heat 1A is presented by Rob Graham of Graham Trucking, Bob Smets in the UL20, the Smetco.com pallet handling equipment. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Rob Graham for supporting our race here, and my sponsor Smetco, and especially my crew and everybody that's helped us out this year. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Bob. Great racing. And Beth and Eric, if you're out there, great job. Seafair's going like a clock, a well-oiled machine here. Thank you.
Bob Smets, the winner of Heat 1A, presented by Rob Graham. Heat 1B, presenting Jerry Allen from Seven Cedars Casino, the winner of Heat 1B. Paul Becker in the Sammamish Mortgage, Western Washington University. Go Navy.
Thank you very much. I'd like to especially thank Sammamish Mortgage, 28 years of family-owned integrity, a wonderful corporation. Thank you very much.
And I just want to say congratulations, Paul, from Seven Cedars Casino, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Paul Becker, the winner of Heat 1A, and the winner of Heat 2A. Paul Becker plus Ben Sokolek from Sickle Steel Cranes, and the entire Sickle Steel family coming up here. Ben with a presentation.
Paul, I'd like to congratulate you on behalf of Sickle Steel Cranes on your victory. You and the Miss Sammamish.
Thank you very much. Again, thank you, Sammamish Mortgage, and especially thank you, Western Washington University College of Science and Technology. Those boys worked like crazy to get that boat ready to go. And Ed Trahey, thank you, sir.
And finally, we have Heat 2B. The presenter, Peter Morey from Power Punch Performance Lubricants. The winner of Heat 2B, Kaylee Perkins, UL72, Foster Care, Triad Racing.
Thanks, John. On the behalf of the employees and customers and distribution partners of Power Punch Performance Lubricants, it is our great pleasure to present this trophy to Kaylee Perkins, the pilot and driver of the UL72, Miss Foster Care.
Thank you very much. We're really honored to get to be here. This is my favorite race and the best one because it's our home race. A big thank you to Power Punch and everybody else that helped put this race on. And also a big thanks to the volunteers. Thank you guys again.
And it's back to you, Steve.
And John Lynch, thanks very much. These pictures from yesterday, we're going to see them again today. The Blue Angels coming your way shortly as the clouds lift a little bit here over Lake Washington, but we should see a spectacular show. More of the Boeing Air Show as well as the Albert Lee Cup at Seafair, here on Cairo 7.